Bernie Madoff was a Wall Street icon, a former chairman of Nasdaq, and the founder of Bernard L. Madoff Investment Securities. For decades, he was admired as a financial wizard who could deliver steady, high returns no matter how the markets performed. His client list included celebrities like Steven Spielberg, charitable organizations, wealthy individuals, and even European banks. Everyone wanted a piece of his seemingly magical formula. But behind the success was a massive fraud Ponzi scheme, the largest in history. Madoff never actually invested the billions of dollars his clients entrusted to him. Instead, he used money from new investors to pay returns to earlier ones, creating the illusion of a successful and profitable enterprise. The statements his investors received were entirely fabricated, showing fake profits to keep them happy and reinvesting. The genius of Madoff's scheme was its exclusivity. He didn't advertise. He relied on word-of-mouth recommendations and a carefully cultivated image of prestige. Many clients felt privileged to have access to him. This trust and the fear of missing out made them less likely to question his methods. The cracks started to appear during the 2008 global financial crisis. With markets crashing, many of Madoff's clients tried to withdraw their funds. But there was a problem. He didn't have the money. The scheme could no longer sustain itself because no new money was coming in to cover withdrawals. By December 2008, Madoff confessed to his sons that his entire business was one big lie. Shocked, they reported him to the authorities, and he was arrested the next day. Investigators uncovered the staggering scale of his fraud. $65 billion, including fake profits, had disappeared. The impact was catastrophic. Thousands of lives were ruined. Retirees lost their life savings. Charities that depended on his returns had to shut down, and institutions that invested with him faced insolvency. The betrayal was personal for many victims, as Madoff had built close relationships with them, attending family events and acting as a trusted confidant. Madoff was sentenced to 150 years in prison, the maximum penalty. His arrest marked the end of an era of blind trust in Wall Street and highlighted the need for stricter financial oversight. Even in prison, the fallout from his actions continued. His eldest son, Mark, died by suicide 2 years later, unable to cope with the shame and stress. Bernie Madoff's name has since become synonymous with greed, betrayal, and the dark side of unchecked ambition. His story isn't just a tale of fraud, it's a cautionary reminder of how easily trust can be exploited when people are blinded by promises that seem too good to be true.